Hi, Cottage Lane Stamper here. This is Sharon Brennan. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I wanted to share with you one of the beautiful sets from our new Christmas catalog that just went live September 1st. And here's the catalog if you want to know what it looks like. If you do not have a demonstrator and would like a copy, please send me a message, an email, cottageLaneStamper@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to send one out to you. This Christmas quilt set it's just gorgeous. It's got beautiful sentiments: peace, have yourself a merry little Christmas, when life gives you scraps, make a quilt. It's got all different kinds of quilting pieces, some stitching, star, and some embellishments, and it is bundled with the Quilt Framers set, and they actually put the set on two sides of the white card that it normally comes in, so I put them on two pieces of my black magnets, so there'll be plenty of room for him. Got some great pieces. We're going to be using those today. And then it also comes with this quilt top embossing folder, textured embossing folder, which we are also going to use. So I just wanted to show you, and here are the papers that coordinate with it. They're just gorgeous. They're all double-sided. See if I can go through these with you real quick. You get 4 of every pattern, and today we are going to be using this pattern. I'll show you some of the cards that we made with it so far. We're going to be making one like this, similar to that, and I love this. It's got the little spool framelit that you can cut out like out of craft paper or brown paper, and then it's got a needle that I cut out with foil, and then this is some of the paper that's in there, and then I quilted it with the embossing folder. And this one is just gorgeous. A friend of mine did this for me, and she did a different technique with the background, making the squares and then using one of our new snowflakes, foil snowflakes, and piece, and embellished it with some rhinestones and a heart. And this one I made with just a simpler card with some of the red, because I had not tried it yet, so this is my first card I made with it. And then we're going to have this one that we're going to kind of copy or emulate today. So we're going to start with this, and I actually cut a couple of strips of white, and I'm going to put them on here. I'm going to do 2 strips instead of 1. Let's see, my snail. Turn it right side up. It works much better. So I can't believe it's September already. Our catalog went live September 1st, and it'll go through January 1st, I think, maybe. I should check for sure. And we're going to put that one right in the middle. And this one is a little crooked. I can peel that off and readjust it. I did show a technique for straightening that with dental floss, but we're just going to try it real quick this time. And if I line it up with those dots, it might have better luck. There we go. And line this one up with these dots. Actually, I'm going to cover that row there. Move it over a titch. There. we'll set that aside. Well, we can actually put it on our card front. I'm just going to use a basic white card front. Now, if I wanted to, I could quilt that whole piece together, but I just opted to do those 2 white stripes. So, and then I wanted to show you the tips for using the framelits. So I did a few ahead of time. I have some leftover pieces because when you cut your pieces, you'll have enough for 2 quilts actually. If you want a thin border like this, what I did on my Big Shot was, of course this is face up, but I laid that one down and then I laid this one on the inside so all the edges were even, and then cut it, and I ended up with this thin frame around it. Or you can just leave this off and cut it to whatever size that you want. And you could do the whole card front like that. I just had a really good idea. It might be really pretty as a stained glass, maybe with some vellum behind it as a card front. So those are a couple tips. But the biggest tip I wanted to show you, move this out of here for a second, is this piece. When you're doing the stitching part, I can show you better on here. On your pieces, there's stitching that go around the little pieces of the quilt. This piece you need to cut first before you cut your framelit. And what I did is I put my pieces for each color in separate baskets. I did because these were green and so close in color. So, okay, so I am learning a little bit here myself. I haven't done this type before. So, first you're going to need what I call the Ninja Star. And you're going to need a piece of paper that's at least 4 inches, just to make sure you have enough room to cut everything out. And if you put it like this at an angle, then your points will be will match the square piece. I'll show you in a minute here. Let me do my other plate. There it is. Now it just does the stitching. That's all this piece does here. And then we want this like that. It'll just cut out this part. Just cut out the star. But always make sure you do, if you want the stitching, make sure that you do the Ninja Star piece first. That's what I call it. Anyway, so let's get this out of here. Now, let's figure out the stamping part. So like I said, I've not done this part of it before. I did a different type. And let's see if I can get a piece of scratch paper here. Notice the angles are different. This one angles this way, this one angles this way, to match your stitching. I'm going to wipe off this excess ink here. And see all the beautiful little stitching around the inside. Now I'm going to try and line these up. If I can see the stitching on the inside, and I have to have the right angle, that always helps. Much better. It's better than last time. And we'll do dark green. Or that, I should say garden green, not dark green. This one is a little bit harder just because the green is harder to see through. That's much better than last time. Set these aside. And let's see. And I think we're going to choose a, maybe a pool party background for that. How does that look? So I have a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 inch piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to mount my little stars right on there, or my quilted piece. And actually, hold on a minute, I'm going to go run it through the Big Shop and quilt this piece. So isn't that gorgeous, that quilting on there? Just absolutely beautiful. I have a cousin who makes quilts, gorgeous quilts, and the beautiful thing about this set is that you can use it all year round, not just at Christmas time. I'm going to mount this on a piece of Pool Party. And we're going to put some dimensionals on it. Go. I hope you enjoyed watching this. The biggest tip I wanted to give you was the part about cutting out that star beforehand. I think we're just going to center it there. And I'm going to get some Pool Party baker's twine. Actually, I said baker's twine, but I think I'm going to use some ribbon. So, this is some Pool Party ribbon. And let's see how big we want this. I think that's good right there. Get our ribbon scissors in here. And a card like this you could use for anything. You could use it as a note card. It doesn't have to have a sentiment on it. And my glue dots. make sure it stays. Voila! What do you think? I really like this card. I love the colors in it, the simplicity of it, and it's still, you can tell it's beautifully handcrafted. So I hope you enjoyed me. Your time was struggling with me to do this card, and this is going to be a very popular set. I think now that the catalog is live, a lot of people are going to be ordering this. So make sure you get your order in first. I'll put the number for the bundle as well as the stamp set and the framelits separately. So should you not want to use the bundle, but I always advise everybody to, if you like the bundle, don't wait and just get one piece of it. Buy everything at once, and you save 10%. Plus, the next catalog, it probably won't be bundled. So, just a word of caution. Anyway, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you spending your time with me, and may God bless you. Have a good day.